Po' Boy Special here. Welcome to the Po' Boy Front Porch. Yes, I know it's been a while since you've seen a new video from the Po' Boy Special channel, and that's been kind of by, I guess you'd say, design. And we put a lot of thought and try to think what we really want to do, what we want to become, what we want to say. Then you had COVID hit, and now you have all these what's going to be confiscated, what calibers are going to be done away with, and so on and so forth. And we just wanted to avoid all that, and we wanted to go back to our roots, what we started out with and what we were interested in. So that's what's coming up really soon, is the things we're really interested in, the things we really want to know about, and that's what we're going to start producing again. But this video is going to be somewhat controversial because we're going to go against what all the big wig channels say, and we're just going to go and give you some things to think about and some really practical aspects, and that's all we really want to do. And we want to do it in the most economical way that we can, hence the name Po' Boy Special. So we want the best that we can for the least amount of money, the best quality, the best service, but not really breaking the bank. And like I said, we can do this and we can give you our honest opinion because nobody sponsors this channel. Alright, first off, as you can see, I have a couple of different models on display here, and what we're going to be talking about in this video is the most common question: what should I have, what should I own, what should be my EDC, what should I carry, so on and so forth. And there's been tons and tons and tons of debate on caliber, type, make, model, so on and so forth. So I'm going to give you some pointers and suggestions on how to make the proper choice. And so here it is. This video took a while to do this because I had to beg and borrow from different sources to get these kinds all here at the same time at the same place, and so I have a very limited time to do this and then get them back to where they came from, to the people I borrowed them from. So here it is. In no particular order, over here I have a Kimber Ultra Carry 2. It's a 45 ACP, and up at the top here I have a Glock 43X, which is a 9mm, and then right here I have a Glock 23, which is a 40 caliber, and then right here is a Mossad, or it's a CZ75, which is a 9mm. So I have two 9mm, 140 and 145, obviously different calibers, different brands. And so what is this video all about? Here we go. I did that on purpose, so you say what caliber, what brand name, blah blah blah. And I'm going to point out the most important aspects first of all. And if you know anything about these weapons at all, these guns, you know that what I specifically selected varies greatly. One is mid-range, one is slimline, one is what they call compact, and one is full size. So I represented all the sizes. So the size per se really doesn't matter. Here's the things that really matter. And the caliber, because of metallurgy and all that good stuff, but really doesn't matter per se as well. Here's what really matters, the most important thing: how it fits you. How it fits you. How it fits your hand. Now, since this one was first, I'm going to go ahead and show you. This is the Kimber Ultra Carry 2. Yes, there's nothing in it. And yes, it does have the grip on here that has been added to it. This is not factory. This makes a whole lot of difference. Now, for someone like me, like I said, someone like me with short little nubby hands, this is perfect. This has a really good feel and a really good grip. it is a little bit fat. It is a little bit fat here, but with this particular grip with the finger grooves, it really makes a really good hold, and you can get a really good hold on that. And this is what's important: what fits you, what fits your hand, what you can control, what you can point. It has to have a natural point to it, and I'm going to get into that natural point here in just a minute, because I found when shooting this and when shooting a Glock, there's a huge difference in the natural point to it. And what I mean by a natural point, let me set this over here, is your natural point. If you'll follow my arm, that's a natural point. Some people's has it at a little bit of an angle, some people has it very, very straight, and that's what I'm talking about, a natural point. And some of them point better than others, and that's going to be a personal preference. Obviously, that's what this video is about, personal preference. You have to point it, you have to try it out. So that was the Kimber Ultra Carry 2. Now here is the Glock 23. This is a .40 caliber, and this one has the natural, this is factory, natural finger grooves here. Alright, and that feels good. This one, I've shot several thousand rounds. I've had this probably 12 years or more, never had any problem out of it, and it is just a little bit fat for little short nubby hands, but this one has served me well, and it does fit, and so for short nubby hands, that one was a good choice. Then came along the Slimline. This is the Glock 43X, and this is in 9mm, and because it is a lot slimmer, it fits the hand. It doesn't have natural finger grooves or anything. This is all factory, this is all stock, just exactly the way it came. But it does, for short hands, this feels very, very, very comfortable, very nice, has a good point to it. And if you want to see the difference, here's the difference between the Glock 23, which is this one, and the 43X, which is this one. You can see how much slimmer it is, and you can definitely tell here. And it's a lot lighter. Alright. Now I know you see the magazine sitting here and you see the rounds and you say, oh, he's got live rounds and live ammo sitting, oh, whatever. Alright, they're sitting here, they're not doing it. You can see everything's cleared. Relax. Alright, so here is the CZ75. It's the Mossad, if you will. This is also 9mm. Now this is a full size, and I found that this, and this is military grips, factory, I guess you'd say. This has a, this is an anomaly I can't describe. It is a full size, and you can see how it gets a little meaty right here. It gets a little thick. Alright, but for my short little nubby hands, it really feels nice. It fits very well, it points very well, and this shoots like a dream. Because of the weight, and it's solid metal, there's hardly any recoil for a 9mm, and man, I was very surprised at this. Like I said, I didn't think because it got fat right here in the middle part that it would fit very well, but man, this part right here makes it fit very nice, and you don't notice it getting fatter right here because of where the thumb and right here the webbing of your hand makes that, and man, is that very nice. So I said all that to say this. The brand name per se, listen carefully, per se, really doesn't matter. You can go CZ, Kimber, Glock, you can even go High Point. It really doesn't matter because they're going to go boom. All right, they're going to go pew pew, whatever you want to call it. All right, the caliber really doesn't matter. I mean, you can go 9, 40, 45. I mean, as long as you can find the ammo for it, you're going to be fine. The most important things to consider here when choosing something is how it fits you, how it points, how you point it, and your purpose. The purpose is also important. If you're going to do concealed carry, or if you're going to do, you know, appendix carry, whatever, one of the most important things is weight. If you want it as light and as comfortable as you can get it. This CZ is very, very nice, but it's very, very heavy. It's solid steel. All right, very good, but very heavy. If you don't mind very heavy, there, have at it. This 43X, very slim. It feels very comfortable up against the body, and it is very light. Believe it or not, it is pretty light. Then you're moving on up. This one, the Glock 23, I mean, it is a little beefier, a little bit weightier. It has, because it's a 40 caliber, it's a little bit more snappy on the recoil, but it's very manageable. It's not bad. And then the 45 ACP, everybody, you know, this is 1911 style, obviously, and everybody that your 1911 fans are die-hard 1911 45 ACP, and I have nothing against the 45 ACP. And like I said, if this is what feels best and what points best and is not too heavy, not too light, controllable, then that's what you should choose. Now, I said before that there was a huge difference in the Glock and the Kimber. I noticed when we were firing it that when you have the natural point, that the Glock on a natural point goes a little bit higher than the natural point to the Kimber. And these are things you need to try out. These are things you need to know. Because if you're going to go choose something, you need to know how it points to you, to your body, to your fit, to your hand, and you need to know how it points, if it shoots just a little bit high because of your point and grip, if it shoots a little bit low, because naturally, when we did live fire with those two, like I said, and we did quick draws, that on a natural point, just because it's a Glock, it tends to be a little bit higher than that one and the CZ. So I'm just saying, these are some things to think about. I just wanted to show you this, that the biggest thing to think about is what fits you, what is the best point, how it points for your aim, and what your purpose is. If your purpose is to be very concealable, then you might want to go with a lighter and smaller. If your purpose is to say, I want something that's going to be effective and a fairly larger round, well, then you might want to go with the Ultra Carry 245. If you want to say, hey, it doesn't matter to me, I just want something really, really, really good and controllable. This is good and controllable, but it comes with a price of weight. This is a lot heavier, but it is very controllable and it points well. So there you go. I'm trying to give you some things to think about, because all of your larger channels, all of your more popular channels will say, oh, the Glock is the best, or the 1911 is the best, or blah, 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 blah. That's because, you know, they have sponsors, they have this, they have that. I'm telling you the truth. What feels good to you, what can you point and aim best with, and what is your purpose? What's going to fit your purpose? And that is what you will choose, and it will actually choose you. So that's my take on it. That's my point on it. and you saw it here on the Po' Boy Special channel.